Joram is a socio-political, commentary at the end of the day. And see, Bandaa is at the core of it is a courtroom drama.
Yeah.
Okay. But what is instigating this guy, who is a meek guy, who is just a regular, lawyer, who must be sitting on a notary, or working on getting somebody some kind of a relief from breaking the signal. He's that kind of a lawyer. He hasn't gotten any kind of a big case, and suddenly a big case has landed up at his door. Now he has to do it. What is really pushing him? I realize that the only factor which is really forcing him to go on is the girl. The girl who is 16 years old, who decides to stand up, and she's not ready to surrender to anything.
Yeah.
And he, as a lawyer, or he as an individual, he as a man, cannot afford to leave this case. That much of conscience is left in him, because you see his mother there, old mother, you see his son, at home, that there is something more than just a meek guy there. Okay. So I realized that, let me take this strength from this girl. And if you see the entire film, I'm only looking up to that girl. So I made it a point to always think of that girl and do the scene. Think of that girl and do the scene. There was no real life incidents that I have did. So, you always find your own
Focal point.
Yeah, focal point or inspiration to do a certain thing. And courtroom dramas are verbose.
Yeah.
You have lines. You have no leeway, actually, where you can just give a shot, a close-up shot, where you are just, looking, thinking, contemplating, in conflict, nothing. And in between the lines, you have to just steal a pause, steal some silent moment.
Yeah.
Trick is there.
You know that trick very well. Because I have often found him to be the most, he uses the voice and speech so well. He's known for the dialogues as well. And it's always felt, it's always loaded with something. Very few actors have that.
Also, I think he gives the best
I think
pauses.
the best.
I don't know if I'm, like, in his monologues, I think he has the best pauses. Just the right amount. Like, just enough for the drama and then...
You can study.
Yeah.
You can study from his
So
work.
true.
He's so meticulous with his...
थैंक यू इतने बड़े अच्छे एक्टर के साथ आ रहा है. लेकिन जोरम के साथ में क्या था कि there was no word, and Devashish Makhija is a criminal. He keeps reducing the dialogues. He started with 42 dialogues and ended up with 16.
Did you enjoy that, sir?
I love it.
Dialogue slashing is the best.
Yeah, you give me no dialogue, it's best for me. But at the end of the day, dialogue or no dialogue, you have a job in your hand. You have to do it.
Whether with voice or with face or body, you are communicating.
You are communicating. You have a job on your hand, and you got to do it well. But do it well. So you just put everything that you have, experience or the craft or the preparation, whatever. But you have to pull it off. The only person you want to at that point of time, appease is the director, and you are not looking at anyone else.
What's your happiest moment?
Yeah.
I want to ask, what is your happiest moment when, during this entire filming process? Is it when you finish the film, the journey of your character, या जब खुल के निकल के आता है और कोई पहला बंदा जो बोलता है कि हम मजा आ गया?
Or the prep?
Or the prep, yeah. Like
Mine
for
is
you,
the prep, yeah.
Prep?
Oh my God, I just love it. Yeah, because after that what happens that you are only being judged. During the making, I mean,
But that by default you can't
by
help
default.
it.
But so, say, if when you're shooting, there are people who are looking at you, okay?
Yeah.
All of them are making their own film. All the assistant directors are making their own film. They are having their own judgment. Director is thinking, I don't know, Manoj sir ka kya hua, in this scene, somehow he managed, no, in this scene he was good, So he is also kind of struggling with all his actors, not only Manoj. But it's the preparation time when you are left alone.
Yeah.
And you just following your own gut and the imagination and all of that. That
more
is the only
individual
time.
also,
Yeah,
no?
very individual. It's liberating at that point of time. But suddenly when you go in the workshop and you feel that everything that you
कबाड़ा हो
prepared,
गया.
अरे ये तो ऐसे करके आया.
कुछ भी काम नहीं कर रहा.
So अभी I did my sorry, मैं 2 दिन से मैं लगा हुआ हूँ. रात में लेट सो रहा हूँ क्योंकि मैं बैठ के स्क्रिप्ट पे I'm trying to figure out the tone and this and that. और कल मेरी ग्रुप रीडिंग है और मेरे को पत्ते खुल जाएंगे. जाते पत्ते खुल जाएंगे कि जो भी मैं ट्राई करना चाह रहा हूँ क्या चिपकता है और क्या.
पता है विजय, पत्ते दूसरों के सामने नहीं खुलते हैं, आपके अपने
हाँ
सामने
नहीं, वो
खुलते हैं.
खुद को ही पता चलेगा.
हाँ, खुद को ही चलता है.
क्योंकि मैंने अभी अकेले ट्राई कर लिया है. अब मैं जाके वहाँ बैठूंगा और पढ़ूंगा तो
मुझसे
पता
इसलिए
चल जाएगा.
मुझसे रटा नहीं जाता यार, मैं नहीं रट पाता हूँ.
But that's a good thing.
आई नीड समवन टू
Play
मुझे 1-2 मिनट अगर दे दो किसी के साथ who's reading with me, I'll remember.
अच्छा.
But I just वो जो
खुद
रट्टा नहीं होता. So the prep is different. I'm not talking about
I
prep,
know
but
you are memorizing the lines.
जैसे
Yeah.
sometimes testing for like certain parts, I can't. तो मैं तो बिल्कुल ही कच्चा हो जाता हूँ.
Do you mean the words
Memorizing
or
the
words?
Memorizing
Just the words.
Pure words.
The words.
उसमें मेरा वो हो जाता
I
है.
think वो क्लास में
dyslexia.
अटेंटिव बच्चा था ना, जो टीचर जो कहते थे वो सुनता था लेकिन किताबें नहीं पढ़ता था.
हाँ, मतलब मैं फॉर्मूला डिराइव करके आ जाता था, लेकिन तब तक टाइम खत्म हो जाता था. तो कभी पेपर नहीं कंप्लीट होता था मेरा.
मैं क्या करता हूँ, पहली लाइन तो एकदम रट्टा मार लेता हूँ पहले, क्योंकि हाँ शुरुआत निकल जाएगी. उसके बाद में फिर भगवान भरोसे उधर से मिल जाएगा राइट कुछ, तो आपको शायद याद आ जाएगा क्या बोलना है.